Uh, Okay, we are live, everybody, with low ticket offers lab. That is our brand new course today. You're gonna love this one. Sarah has a ton of stuff that she's been telling me she wants to say, so I'm gonna have to let her talk a lot today. We'll try not to get it out of control, but this is one people have already been snapping up and telling me how great it is and how it fits with other things in our library and seeing all the possibilities, because low ticket offers is something that makes all your things accessible, that helps you build a buyer's list, which is what we all want. We don't want tons of people who are just always taking our freebies and never doing anything. They're just sitting on your list. And we love them. They're wonderful and they appreciate the freebies, but they're never going to go on to buy anything else. So you want to really get the most out of your time and effort that you put into your marketing and making sure you're creating and delivering to the people who really are the right fit for you. So with that said, before we dive into looking at slides and tips and stuff like that, I'm going to let Sarah say her piece. And in the meantime, there is the link there, but listen in first. Don't run off yet. I mean, if you want to, you can, but come back again and make sure that you're listening, because we have lots of stuff to share today. Okay, Sarah, get your bit in that I know you want to say.
All right. Now you finally shut up and let me talk. I'm really excited about the low ticket offers because having a buyer's list is important, but the thing with low ticket offers here is this is such a complete program that Sharon and the rest of the Content Sparks team have worked on, that if you've got a lead magnet and you've got a list of people who have got a freebie but never progressed, they've even put content in to help you shift those people into your buyers list. So they've not forgotten those of us who've got a list with people who've participated in perhaps a challenge, but it wasn't quite ready for them to buy, or they've downloaded a lead magnet and it wasn't quite ready for them to take the next step, and they've been on the list for a while. So you haven't been forgotten in the low ticket offers lab. This is a really, even though it's just a beacon, it is really quite comprehensive in how you can help people and shift them into being a buyer, which everybody knows the buyers get the very best content, they get the very best offers, they get the very best of everything that you do, they get the first dibs on anything new that you put out. So to be on somebody's buyers list is really, really cool. I know because I'm on Sharon's buyers list, and a few weeks back, or maybe 6 weeks back, she put out an exclusive offer to her customers that had been on the buyers list for a limited amount of time. So if you didn't get that offer, it's because you're not high up on that list. And if you did get that offer, you're like me, go, yay, exciting things. Because when you reward the people on your buyers list, they love you that little bit more. But the main goal of low ticket offers is to get them there. And that's what we're going to walk you through, the content that's in it, the bonus, really good bonus. I'm going to be saying to Sharon, don't be putting that out in the Black Friday offer, because you know we bundle up everything for the Black Friday offer. This is too good. So get it now while you get this bonus, but also remember there's the upgrade pack, which has the quizzes. Does it have the quizzes?
Yes, and the
Yeah.
sales page copy as
And the
well.
sales page copy. So if you're okay with writing sales page copy, you don't need that. The quizzes are great. I love the quizzes, and I'm gonna go on a tangent, so I'm gonna stop myself here. I'm actually gonna say to Sharon, take us over to the sales page so we can walk through the sales page and then open up what's inside.
Okay, let's
I'm getting to
do.
box today. I'm getting to say press this, do that.
Oh yeah. Let me hide the URL because this is kind of in the way. This is just the URL for the sales page contentsparks.com/low ticket offers. So hopefully very easy to remember. And this is our sales page for Low Ticket Offers Lab. So you'll get some good detail on there. There's a little intro about the importance, which Sarah talked about a bit just now. And there is the course roadmap, which, why don't I just open that in the file because it'll be easier to see. So you get this sort of graphic in the course so that you can also use it like when you're actually selling the course. There's a lot of graphics. Let's see, as you can see, which are all from the slides. So let me open that. And this is the roadmap through the course, all right, which you'll see on the sales page. So you're going to help people recognize how the low ticket offers fit into their funnel. They're going to define their ideal customer and their needs, which is really important because how else are you going to pick the right type of low ticket offer that is going to be irresistible to them, right? Then you're going to help people develop their low risk, low ticket offer. And low risk is that low risk purchase, that little incremental buying decision that's so easy to make that makes them into a buyer. And then you have to help them set up that funnel, the low ticket offer funnel and the low ticket offer itself. So they assess the lead magnet. So we're assuming in here that the people taking the course do have some sort of lead magnet, but they don't have to. So this is important. It says assess your lead magnet. There's information about how to assess your current lead magnet. Does it fit? Is it converting? Is it going to fit with your low ticket offer? Because otherwise they might have to create a new one. And if they don't have one, there's some guidance in there, but this isn't a whole course on how to create a lead magnet. We have a separate course on that. In fact, it's on sale as well. So that's a really good bonus. And remember, all our stuff is very flexible where you can add stuff in where you need to. Then they create the necessary sales pages. So that's the funnel pages. And we have something special to help you help your students do that, your followers do that, which I can show you. Then they have to create email sequences. And there's actually 2 email sequences in here. One for when people actually get their lead magnet, you want to help, if they don't buy the low ticket offer right away, you want to nurture them a bit to encourage them to get the low ticket offer. And the other email sequence is once someone's purchased that low ticket offer, nurturing them towards your core offer. And that core offer can be anything. It's your main higher price thing that you want to get those low ticket offer buyers to pick up. So you've got things like a mastermind, an online course, a coaching program, some sort of product or service. There are a lot of different things, your one-on-one client stuff. So lots of different options, but you want to actually help people nurture those leads as well. Then there's the setting up the tech. So in this case, you're going to help people pick their tech if they don't have it already. But you should focus on recommending the tech tools that you use, because those are the ones where you're going to be able to help them set it up if they need the setup. But all these tools come with tutorials. We give you like a checklist of different pages and fill in the blanks copy for those pages. And that's really going to help them a lot. And then there's the marketing tactics. So at the end, they have to fill their funnel and drive traffic. But this is more a course where they're going to pick some of the tactics. And then it gives you a great option to upsell some other courses where you can dive into specific marketing tactics. And there's information on how to test and analyze your funnel. So that's the roadmap through the course. All right, which you can see from that sales page, which I was just starting to show you. And also you can go through the sales page and see it a little more detail on each one of those modules and what's actually covered in each one. So I'm not going to go through that all now because that would kind of waste our time, because there's lots of other stuff that you can't see on there. And let's see, what shall we go through next? I don't think we need to go through all the stuff in here, but you can just pick and choose and tell me, Sarah, what you might want me to show. Let's just see if there's some questions first.
Yep, there is. Misty of Life Ninja. I love Life Ninjas, Misty. Go and trademark that before I do. Can you please cover how this is different from the low content bootcamp product? It's different in the sense of the low content bootcamp product, your planner or whatever you determine your low content product would be, is the product. The low ticket offer is a system to get people from low content item, i.e., planner or mini course, into your buyers list. Does that make sense? Because you can't do what we're doing right now, the low ticket offer, if you haven't got some semblance of something to sell. Yeah. So if you've got the low content bootcamp, this is absolutely perfect. It goes hand in hand with it. That they've developed their low content product, they're now looking at selling it, and this is the system for selling it. And if they've already tried the lead magnet route, then you can bypass that element in the course and get them to go straight into the buyer's part of it. And if they haven't, then you can almost merge the two programs to make a bigger program. That's the wonderful thing about Content Spark stuff. It's like a jigsaw. You can use it on your own, or you can make a bigger picture with it. So it's a really powerful thing. And I think that covers it. Is there anything you want to add to that, Sharon?
Yeah, I would also argue that the low content product bootcamp can be used to help people create their low ticket offers. So if they have, because that course also talks about adding low content products as part of your business. So if you have something that's larger, then the low content products can be your low ticket offer. So that's where it works really nicely hand in hand as well. Because while a low content product can be something high priced, especially if you have a whole bunch of them, you could use that to teach them how to create something really quick and high value that's for their low ticket offers. So it can work both ways, and it really depends on your audience and what they have. So think about how you're going to position it and who your audience is, and you could do it both ways. So I hope that doesn't confuse things rather than help. And remember, for the lead magnet, we do have that separate course. William was asking, does it come with a lead magnet? No, we can't. We couldn't possibly do that because we don't know who your audience is. Your lead magnet has to fit in like that jigsaw in your funnel with your core offer. So if you're working with, let's say, bloggers. So Sarah, you work with bloggers. Your low ticket offer might be, give me an example. Your core one could be a whole academy. Yeah, talk about yours, Sarah.
My example, because believe it or not, when we were developing this, I realized I did not have any low ticket offers. So I went out and developed some without the aid of the course, which was mildly inconvenient, which means in English, really, really inconvenient. Had to do it all by scratch, all by myself. So I created what was known as the traffic jam. And this was 10 emails. So it was delivered by email. And it was each day in the email is a different way of getting traffic to your site. Now, I weren't going for the write a blog post or do something on YouTube. I was looking for the really out there techniques that nobody else bothers with. Right? And one of them was sticking an ad on Craigslist. And in the UK, we have something called Gumtree. Now, most people will say, why on earth would I stick an ad on Craigslist or Gumtree? Nobody does that. That's for selling kittens and puppies. But actually, you can sell all kinds of ebooks and courses and other things, and it doesn't cost you anything to list them there. So it's just another route to market. And I put 10 of those together and I called it Traffic Jam. And I posted up on my Facebook wall. I said, I want testers for my product. It's 10 to 12 emails. I want beta testers. You will be expected to give feedback. I'm not giving it to you free. It's going to cost 10 quid, which is $14. That's how much it's going to cost. Inbox me if you're interested. In the space of 24 hours, I'd sold 10 of them. So for me, a low ticket offer based on a Facebook post, I then had to scurry around, create the emails, and put it all together to sell it. Okay, so it's not complicated. You don't have to sit there and think to yourself, oh, you've got to have this, you've got to have that. You just got to have a way of taking money and something to sell. And I know it works because I did it. And then last week, just to prove it wasn't a fluke, I did email list boost, which was techniques for generating cold to warm leads on your email list. And I did exactly the same thing. I posted up on Facebook and said, this is what it is, 10 emails. They'll be ready Friday. I think I posted this on Tuesday. So I gave myself some breathing space this time. And I said, if you're interested, it's 10 quid, message me. Now, this time it was really quite different because I had around 20 people message me. And I thought, oh, that's really good. So I went and whacked up a sales thing to take their money. Then I messaged them all the link, and only 8 people out of 20 purchased. So I thought I'd had it nailed, 20 sales, but actually it wasn't. It was only 8. So the getting them, I've now got 18 people onto my buyers list. And whilst that may not sound a lot, none of these people were on my email list. They were all from Facebook. I didn't do it on LinkedIn. I didn't make the offer anywhere else. And it was a case of, I'm going to test it out. I'm going to see if it works. And it does. And it is really easy. So you can say to people, yeah, I got a typo in between spots. The fingers were running away with me. I had to reboot before I come on. So with this, what I'd suggest is you go, if you've got a small Facebook group yourself or on your Facebook wall, you say, who's interested in creating a low ticket offer? If I've got something for you available in 2 days' time, you're going to test it for me and it's going to cost you $20. Who's in? You make 4 sales, you've paid for the beacon. If you make 5, you can get the upgrade pack.
So I just realized, it took me a few minutes, that William may have been asking whether this comes with a lead magnet for selling this course. Not a lead magnet for the students of the course to use. Sorry if that was the case. This is not a blaze, it's a beacon, so it doesn't come with a lead magnet.
It's really easy to sell off of social media, and you don't need that many sales yourself in order to pay for your PLR. You get your return on investment before you even buy it. And that is a really powerful thing. Then you can have them in a group and deliver it live, the low ticket offer training, and then download it. Or you can set it up in New Zenler. Sharon's got a link for you for that. And you can have a free account where you can upload the course and they take a percentage of the sales before you have to pay for anything. If you want, of course, 100% of your sales, then you can invest in it. But there are ways of getting this out really quickly, really cost effectively, and have people pay for you in advance before you give them any of the training. So it's really, really easy to do. It's really, really good to do because you get people onto your buyers list. And your buyers list are the most powerful part of all of your email list.
Yeah, and usually you can pull out some stuff from the course itself as bits of it to make into a lead magnet, or like a free webinar that people sign up for that you then lead into the main course. So if I opened up the course book, I bet we'd find some stuff. Or actually, I'm going to open up in the action guide section. there's that funnel checklist. That could be something. I'm just looking at ideas. You could take something like this from the course and expand on it a bit, like do a bigger intro and talk about automating a low ticket offer funnel. So you want to have your own unique lead magnet wherever you can, but that is one idea as well, to always be able to pull stuff out. Let's see. Let's open up the course book and take a look too. So there's that first section is actually on how they fit into your funnel and the benefits and stuff. So you can do a lead magnet that's kind of a why and what a low ticket offer funnel looks like. You know,
That
this
makes
sort
a
of
really
stuff.
good webinar as well, because
Yeah.
you're going through the why part of it. And then you can say, and the next part is all done in my course, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
I'll give you the link. Here's the link. Go and buy it. Or you can deliver it on a live stream and get people to say if they're interested, and you can ping them the link then. But I would recommend, if you did do it on a live stream, is you customize it a bit more than what you've got when you buy it, because otherwise we're all going to be delivering the same live stream. So remember, give it a new name, add in your own experience, and talk very fluently and confidently about how low ticket offers can change somebody's business. I think it's in the blog post on Saturday. When you see that, it runs through some of the numbers relating to the low ticket offers. So you don't have to have a huge audience to make good money. And, you know, if you're making, I offered mine 2 separate low ticket offers, the traffic jam and the email list boost. The traffic jam I've developed into a more fulfilled, stronger product, and that I now sell for 27, which is about 35 bucks. And the email list boost, whilst it's a good program, it is scary, and I think it scares too many people. So I think I might have to, if I develop that, make it into a 99 quid one, so it's no longer a low ticket offer thing. I think it has to be a mid ticket offer thing. I don't think
That's the technical term for it.
if you're really lucky, I might use stuff.
Or just it.
So we've looked at these, Sharon. Can you open up the action guide, please?
I'll do that. William does have some other questions, but if it's okay, William, we're going to go back to those because it's about putting the stuff together and delivering it. Okay. Doing a mini course and putting it together with other courses. So you want to look at the action guide. So there's a whole folder in this one for the action guide, because it's not just, it doesn't include just an action guide. There's also, I know you can't really see this, it's tiny, but there's an action guide, and this is stuff is listed on the sales page, what you get. There's the usual action guide. There's a checklist, which I just showed you briefly, of all the different things you have to do. So that's really great for people to make sure they're doing all their elements. And then there's template copy for the different pages in your low offer funnel and email template. So action guide, let me open that up first. So this you can kind of see, maybe if I make it full screen, is that easier to see?
Yep, that's perfect.
All right, so you can see when you look at the action guide, all the stuff that they're going to do in here. So identifying your business objective and your offer. So you have to always have some sort of business objective for this stuff, right? You're not just doing it for the sake of it. Determining your price point, your goals. Again, identifying your target customer. I know we talk about this all the time. That's because it is so important. Like I said earlier, if you don't know your target customer really well, how are you going to create something that's going to be irresistible for them to buy and make them into a buyer and target all your content correctly? So we always need to make sure we do that. Primary problems, how the core offer solves it. And this is all great content for when you put together any of your sales pages and fill in some of the blanks in there. You want to look at subsets of what your core offers offer solves that problem. That's going to help you also with picking out a low ticket offer. You look at competitors and what they're doing. That's always really useful information. Looking at your top 3. Just remember, when you look at competitors and what they're doing, that doesn't mean it's working. All right. So it's really good information, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's working. So always take that with a grain of salt. Use it just for your own ideas. And there's a place to fill in ideas. And then it goes through actually mapping the flow, creating your low ticket offer, and adding a lead magnet in. So important to have that big picture where you map the flow of your low ticket offer. Shall I keep going?
Yeah. I was going to say, with your competitors, you quite often see low ticket offers made on Facebook ads. So if your competitor's doing something on email and you've got an idea for email, when you see their ad on Facebook, see how many likes they've got. See what people are commenting. Now, if you go past it 3 or 4 days in a row and they've got no likes, then the chances are they're targeting the wrong audience. And if you click the 3 dots above the ad in the top right corner, it says various things like hide this ad, but it also says, show me who this ad is targeting. And you can see then, and they'll say something. Mine usually says women over the age of 40 in the United Kingdom who like Marie Forleo. And I think, but I went and unliked the page, and I found from that I got far more better targeted ads because I like to watch a video from her every now and then. But because I'd like the page, I would have lots of people target me with stuff that I wasn't interested in their ads. Right. So you can have a look, and if you see an ad that's got lots of likes and lots of comments saying things like, I've got this is really good, you can go up and click those dots and see who they're targeting. And if that's the target audience that you're trying to reach, then it's a good sign that your competition is working and it's going well. And if they've got no likes and no comments, then the chances are it's not going that well. And to do something a little different or target your audience a little differently. Exactly. So it's really good to see your competition and look at who they're targeting. Can make your life so much easier.
Yep, absolutely. Always good to know. So just continuing, you help them map the flow, help them create their low ticket offer, and plan out the creation of that. Often with creating the low ticket offer, a lot of people will have content already that they can use, and that's going to speed things up. Of course, they could use, some done for you content. That's always a good idea, especially if you're doing this yourself, because this is a great sort of course for you to follow through and create your own low ticket offer to get people to buy your course or whatever else you're selling, your coaching programs and membership sites and things like that. So follow through with that and try and use some content that you already have. And then the lead magnet section, which we talked about a little bit before, again, wherever possible, you want people to use what they already have. Most people do have some sort of lead magnet, some freebie already, and they want to get from freebie to a buyer. So the first thing they should do is actually look at the current one that they have and see whether that's making sense. What's the conversion rate? How many people actually went on to buy something from there? What's that conversion rate? And then looking at what if they need to create a new one, analyzing some of that to answer and pick out a topic for a lead magnet and create something really quick and easy. So this doesn't have to be something complicated. It can also be pulling from what they already have. It can be, like Sarah, you said, doing a little webinar or something on Facebook, a quiz, a list of resources, something simple. And then they see this great low ticket offer that is irresistible, that has tons of value. So don't go crazy on that. And if you want to dive in deeper, depending on who your audience is, we do have that separate course that's just on list building lead magnets. that is also on sale. Lots of ways to put this together. So we can talk about that in a sec as well. And then there's all the other sections in here, the setting up the funnel, writing your emails. And actually in this setting up the funnel, let me go back to that folder because I mentioned we have different things here. So there is also some fill in the blanks copy for getting people to opt into the lead magnet. So these are all for your funnel: blog post footer, really simple text. You don't want a lot there. An email pop-up you can have. Then you have your subscriber page. So more stuff to get people to sign in, to sign up for the lead magnet. And then text for a download page for the lead magnet. And then there's a whole bunch of text copy, fill in the blanks. You can see there's red, there's blue, guiding you on what to fill in, or guiding your students. Obviously, you can use this, and it's also for your students in the course. So you can see that that's going to guide them through actually creating that sales page for the low ticket offer. So that's the whole funnel copy right there. And then we give you, let me go back to that, 2 different email series. Now, these are to actually get those brain cells going. They are not something you should just have your students copy and fill in a couple blanks and paste. There are fill in the blanks things in here, but they should tailor it to their audience, use their own language. So these are really great swipes to give lots of ideas and give some fill in the blanks, but encourage your people not to use it exactly as like the subject lines. There should change. You should always change your subject lines, and where possible, split test them and see whether they're how many opens you're getting, how many clicks. But this is going to be really helpful. There's this first one is from lead magnet opt-in to low ticket offer. So this one takes them from here's your lead magnet to various value things and other gifts, some stories. Here's a little something extra, and then leads, and it keeps telling them about the low ticket offer. So this would be for people who, here, let me just go get us on screen for a second. So remember that the flow on a low ticket offer funnel is lead magnet, then show them the low ticket offer right away. So they opt in and they see a low ticket offer, right? You don't have to have that, but this is the way the funnel works really well. Then they get an email with that download for the with the download link. And then if they have not purchased, they're going to get more information about the low ticket offer. That's the way you set it up, right, Sarah?
Yep. And if they have purchased, they should hopefully have a purchase tag, and you will have your emails set up so that they can not be nurtured to buy, but nurtured for the core offer. And you've got both sets of emails there. So you don't have to show your students one way and then think, oh gosh, what if they just want to go direct to core offer? You've got those emails too. There are so many powerful templates with this. I'm really amazed at what's been put together, and I know it's going to be one of those programs that once you dive into it, you're going to want to teach and share over and over again, because these small little offers, they change people's lives. You know, somebody has an issue. Maybe it's they don't know how to optimize a blog post. So they get a guide and a video showing them how to optimize blog posts. All of a sudden, they're getting more traffic to their websites. They're selling a few more products. And all that knowledge just cost them was 27 bucks or 27 pounds sterling. And now they're open and receptive to what else you can do. So when you say, oh, come along to my next level content presentation, and you do a webinar on next level content, they're more inclined to buy because they've tried you. And it's worked, and you might want to sell them strategic content after that. Now, I'm just going with what I would use if I was pitching to bloggers. Now, who your audience is, you might find that, say you, I'm just trying to think now, Williams mentioned a short video course to be a free membership level. So if you've got the online marketing strategies from Sharon, which is a good few years ago, maybe 5 years ago, 10 online marketing strategies. It's a report. Each online marketing strategy can be a video. It's a couple of minutes long. That makes a really good, powerful lead magnet for a course. Now, once they've determined which online strategy they prefer the most from your little videos, or maybe it's one long video, then the next step is to learn that strategy. So you teach them that course as a paid course. And the really good thing about that is if they focus on email marketing, you can do email marketing from scratch. If they focus on blogging, you can do blogging mastery. So the 10 online strategies one is a really good one that you can put out as a free membership level. And then the paid, whatever version they want, whatever they feel connected with. If it's live video, Sharon's got the live video marketing course. If they're like, oh, webinars are going to be my thing, they get the webinar marketing training from you. So that is a really, really good one to put together for somebody who's, oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to market. I don't know which one's going to be right for me. So that's a really good one. And then, of course, we've got the know your why. You can do a quick quiz for that and then sell them the course as a low ticket offer. And, there's so many that you can do this training yourself and go back to your content sparks and say, I'm going to take that out. I'm going to take that out. I'm going to customize this. Now it's a low ticket offer. And then you just say on Facebook, who's interested? And then you just send them your checkout link. You even bypass writing the sales page. It's great. And, you'll get addicted to this. It really is addictive. If I can do 2 in a month and you know what I'm like, then you'll easily be doing this on a regular basis and getting more buyers to your own list using more Content Sparks materials, because there's so many good things. I'm sitting here and my head's over brimming funnels and all of the things that I can do. I just want to get off the call and start creating.
I just want to add a couple things on that, William, because I know there are so many options in there that we've talked about. The thing you want to start with is always start with the end in mind, which is what is the ultimate goal. So if you're planning to have a membership site or a big paid membership site for people, who exactly is it for? And what are they getting out of it? What is their key problem? What's that transformation outcome that they need, that they want? Then you can work backwards from there based on who they are, what they know already, what skills they have, what budget they have, what kind of industries they're in, to figure out which pieces, which courses you need to put into that program, into that membership. Start with one, start with the initial, because I know like Sarah has this great big academy with all sorts of different things. Lots of our customers have built up whole big academies like that, online trainings and stuff. So don't let yourself get too overwhelmed. But if you start laying that out and saying, okay, well, my people really do need to understand that know your why first, because they're all over the place, or they need to reassess because they've been doing something else before, and they need to reassess why they want to build a business in the first place, if that's something they want. Or they might already have a good sense of that, but they really don't know who their ideal customer is. So you might start with that, which is a smaller course, and then build up to something like Create Your Signature System, something where they're creating their core offer. Then they need to get more sales of that. So you might go into the low ticket. So there are lots of different ways and lots of different options to put things together. And you can always be adding on more as you learn more about your customers and see what they're asking for. But start with that end goal first to figure it out. And that's your guide. That's your blueprint of the final outcome. It's like your picture of the house at the end, and then what are all the pieces that need to go into it, but you got to start with the foundation. Some sort of a metaphor there. And William, you were also asking about which parts should be put into a mini course. Again, with the mini courses, you don't want to overwhelm people. All right. So it's kind of a challenge is a mini course where there's just 5 steps. So as a guideline, if you want something to really keep things simple, don't go beyond 5 things that they're learning. All right. That if you need some guideline on that, I think that's the easiest way to do it. Once you start having them do a ton of stuff, it's not a mini course anymore. It's a bigger course. All right.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. I can't really tell you, from all our courses, but you can look at pieces of courses can be a mini course. The challenges that we give at launch time with our Blaze packages can be mini courses. Some of the flash stuff that we've done where it's maybe you don't have the challenge, but you have an opt-in report from something that can be made into a mini course by just breaking it down into steps and using the slides. So look at where you want to fit them in. All right. A mini course can be a low ticket offer.
Anything you've got a Blaze pack for, at the beginning of the Blaze pack in the lead generation material, you'll see there's a slides, that goes with the lead magnet. Take out those slides. They're less than 20 slides. They're not a huge number of slides in them at all. And whatever's in those slides, get yourself on screen with the slides and talk through them, share your experience, your little anecdotes, your little stories. Like my first lead magnet was my blogging challenge, and I didn't have it in email. And that meant the 12 people that joined, I didn't have them on an email list. So you can share how you've grown. And then I can say, and in 2011, I decided that the blogging challenge would no longer be taught one-to-one. I would turn it into an ebook. Still no email list. And it wasn't until 2012 that I decided that the blogging challenge in its current form wasn't viable. It needed to be delivered via email. So you can share that and still have your slides in the background, still customize it and make it personal. By the time you've recorded your slides, you've got a 20-minute training. Yep. And that's all your low ticket offer has to be. Yep. It doesn't have to be a complete 180 swivel or a 360 swivel. It can just be a short twist in the right direction. Yep. It can be 45 degrees. And for a lot of people, that 45 degrees brings them much closer than they were previously. And they'll want your other offers.
And one extra tip there, what I love to do always is switch around, not just show slides, but do stuff like this where we're on screen, and then I'll show something like now I'll switch over to the screen and show you content. And then I can, if I have a slideshow, switch over to slides. I just did that with a 5-day challenge for the New Zenler people, and switching around keeps people engaged, even though you're not doing anything else, but showing people keeps them engaged, gives them examples to look at, and that makes it unique as well. You're not just going through a slideshow, and it makes it more interesting for you too when you're delivering it. All right. It's very tough. Like if you're doing a video and you don't have that interaction with people, switching around keeps it engaging and also keeps it interesting for you. Otherwise you're just talking, and that gets, if you're boring yourself, you're boring everyone else as well.
And the thing is, if you're talking and you're switching things around, you vary up your tone of voice. You're not reading, you're not monologuing. And that's a really good thing, because you'll have people who are not watching, who are doing something else. And then when you say, and here on screen, they have to stop what they're doing and come and focus their attention on you.
Right.
And
exactly.
That's good.
And
that's what Sharon does here all the time. We have to look, or we're going to miss all this gorgeous funnel stuff and the next steps and all of that.
And with that, I just want to show a couple things. Actually, one other thing I want to show you before we go over to the bonus, which I really want to go through because I know time is going quickly here. I just want to show you for people that have gotten our materials in the past, which I know is quite a lot of you. Let me hide this so you can see. This is annoying me, but I'm leaving it. Okay. I just want to show you that on the cheat sheet, we've changed it a little bit. All right. So if you've bought stuff from us in the past, you'll see the cheat sheet's a little bit longer. It was a little bit too long, too much to be a cheat sheet. So we refined it a bit and made them shorter so that each of the modules or lessons just has maybe 1 or 2 pages. So it really is a recap. So it's great for you to be able to go through and see exactly what's in the course, but you can make these into separate PDFs that go with each one of your lessons. And it's a recap for people. They can just download it. You don't even have to use the course book at all. We use that also for the guide for speaker notes that has all the detail, but this is great as a summary. So somebody watches your video or your training or your webinar, and then at the end, they can download this. Or if it's an online course platform and it's video, you have this as a download so that they don't have to go back and watch through. They can just get a quick summary. I really love that because I don't want to have to go watch the whole thing. I also don't want to read through a whole bunch of stuff. What I'll do is I'll look at something like this summary and say, oh, well, I want to learn more about this particular section. And then I'll go over to the course book and see all the extra details. So all these pieces fit together. And I just want to make sure you see that as well. I'm really happy about
What
this.
I like about this is if you change them ticks to little boxes, you can save them and say to people, as you go through the video, tick off what you've learned. And they can have it almost like a checklist on a clipboard in front of them. Yep, core offer. Yep, revisit my core offer. Yep, most exciting thing is blah, blah, blah. And they can just tick it off as they go through it. And then if they get stuck on anything, they can write a note on it and then email you. Queen Bees, yes, this is a class to teach the student how to create the low ticket offer. And I think they're going to love it.
Yeah, this is the roadmap again through the course where they're going to start out by defining exactly who their ideal customer is. They should have a core offer. So this, if they don't have a core offer can be anything from, it is the more expensive item in your business, right? So like a coaching program, a full online course, or things like that. And even a mastermind. And then a low ticket offer is that item that is the low risk, easy buying decision, irresistible, that gets people onto your buyers list, gives them some quick value right away, and some quick sales for you, and then nurtures them into that higher priced item. So in the course, they look at who their audience is, what's a good low ticket offer. They develop and create their low ticket offer. They make sure they have a lead magnet that fits with it, because you go from freebie to low ticket offer to core offer. And then they actually put together the funnel for that as well. So the lead magnet opt-in, the low ticket offer, the emails to nurture them. If they didn't buy the low ticket offer right away, the emails to nurture them to buy it. If they bought the low ticket offer, the emails to nurture them to buy the core offer. All right. So that's all in here, and then helping them select some marketing tactics. But you'll probably want to add some more stuff on there. Those are great opportunities to help them with more courses there. Okay. So hopefully that's just a quick recap there. What else?
What's the bonus, Sharon? Before we run out of time?
Sorry.
We've got 11 minutes. I'm really excited for this. I don't know if you are. If you are, leave us a like, leave us a comment, tell us what you're thinking is going to work for your audience and what you like about the program based on what you've seen so far. And if you've already got it, let us know that too.
And can I open up the launch bonus?
You can. Go on.
Okay. So this is a little bit different as well. So this is just if you get the course in the next few days. So through the end of this launch period, which is May 25th, right? Wednesday night. There's a launch bonus, which is called How to Personalize Your Marketing with Audience Segmentation Guide and Worksheet. And what I love about this launch bonus is it doesn't just go well with this course on low ticket offers, because of course you're trying to segment your list into buyers and just the people who have the freebies and then the core offer, but it's a guide to help you segment in general. So this is a little bit more advanced and can go with a lot of different courses, things like your ideal customer. It's a great bonus. It's a great add-on for other courses like their email marketing course. And there's so many I couldn't even begin. So let me put it into the full screen so you can see. There's a whole introduction and background. There's the foundational stuff you need to do to decide how you want to segment your audience, looking at your sales data, your existing list, talking to your existing list, getting information about them, doing surveys, talking to people one-on-one, all the different things that's going to help you decide exactly how you should segment your list, all right? Collating your findings and then deciding. You don't want to have too many categories. There's places in here for 5, but I would max it at 3 preferably, or it gets a bit overwhelming. And then actually going through and segmenting it, creating tags in your system and going through and doing it. So this is using your email marketing platform, your tool, to actually segment your list based on how you want to do it. So this is a great launch bonus that you can use in a lot of different ways. Here, Misty, you asked a question. You need to look closer at the sales page and see how this is different from the lead magnet mini course I already sell and how I might be able to use it separately or to complement my other course. So yeah, this is not a course on creating a lead magnet, and a lead magnet just gets freebie seekers onto your course. Onto your email list. It's not going to get buyers. It'll get some buyers depending on what your follow-up sequence is, but an easy way to get buyers onto your list is to go from that lead magnet to the low ticket offer and then nurture those people into your core offer. So yeah, this can go with it. You can go from one to the other. It can be built into it as well. So if you have people who do not have a lead magnet at all, you could use your mini course as your lead magnet and lead in. A mini course can also be your low ticket offer. So you could have a lead magnet, then have your lead magnet mini course as a low ticket offer, and then offer this one as your paid core offer. So that's another way, fit it into your funnel as well.
If I already had a program, Misty, what I would do is I would get this and I would take out the email follow-up sequences and brand them and customize them, and then say, when you buy the lead magnet mini course, this is the bonus that you'd get, because the lead magnet is only as good as the follow-up to make it make sales. Yeah. So the emails that come in Low Ticket Offer Lab are really, really good. I know, because we spent a lot of time on them, a lot of back and forth between the team, getting the language right, getting all of the components right. And then of course, we test it. So we know that it works, and we know that it will work and can easily be customized. So you can say to people, come along, create your lead magnet mini course with me, and if you do so by the 31st of May, I'm going to give you the follow-up templates that kick in where the lead magnet finishes.
That's an interesting. Queen Bee is asking, can you use the bonus as a challenge? Yeah, I would think you could. Let's take a look at it again. So if you wanted to do this as a challenge,
so your ICP would be day 1.
Yep.
Yep.
You use the intro. You can use this intro stuff to kick it off. ICP, right? Day 1, start here, answer some questions. And then there's 6 steps to segment your audience, but you can always combine some of the stuff. The only difference with the challenge is some of the stuff is going to require more time. So it couldn't really be a 5-day challenge. You'd have to spread it out. Yeah.
It might be
Because
10 days and you give them a little extra time to do the steps in between. But yeah, it can be customized to fit.
yeah, it would be more like like 7, but if you have to do one-on-one calls for people, that's gonna take a little bit longer time. But, you could get 10 people and make some calls and make this a 14-day or something
Yeah.
and spread it out a little bit, have a 7-day or 10-day or 14-day, whatever challenge doesn't have to be the same number of days in between either.
Yeah.
So consider that. You don't have to have day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, one after the other. You could have it step 1, step 2, step 3. Maybe they get a few extra days to complete that, like a weekend to catch up. That I've
Mhm.
seen challenges work that way as well. So yeah, you could definitely use this as a challenge. Good question. More ideas you've given us. All right, we are getting closer to our ending time. So, is there anything else that you want to talk about or show here, Sarah?
Nope. I will remind you, you do get the quiz in the upgrade pack. And I keep mentioning how good these quizzes are for micro pieces of content. So you can use the quiz as a little live stream and you can say, do you have a low ticket offer? Yes or no? Leave me a comment. What would you like to know about low ticket offers and things like that? Do you need an upsell with your low ticket offer? Yes or no? So you can really start engaging and growing an audience around low ticket offers simply by using the quiz questions to engage people on live streams. And of course, that means they also do double duty as quiz questions at the end of your training. And of course, you can use them as prompts for blog posts and social media updates. So, this in the upgrade pack is a really multi purpose piece of content. You can use it in so many ways, not only just to test people's knowledge, but to get people into your programs.
And I have to just show you that there's sales page copy in that as well. And I love this. I love having this. It gives you so many ideas, and it's fill in the blanks, but it obviously you go through and edit it for you and your language and your audience and their needs, but it's all there. Having something like this to work from, especially for a sales page, it's
Yeah,
just priceless. I can never create that kind of thing from scratch. I get
yeah.
someone else to do it.
No
Sarah starts it,
way.
and I go in. I'm like, oh, okay, that gives me this idea and that idea, and then I start editing stuff. But it gives the
Always
structure.
faster to edit than create from scratch, isn't it?
Yeah.
And if you're struggling with sales pages, and remember, you can use them as scripts to do a sales page video. You don't have to, you know, make a sales page. If you're not comfortable with customizing and editing, take out the key points and turn it into a video. You can copy some of the key things into slides and just talk over the slides if you don't like being on screen, or you can put yourself in the corner or be on screen at the same time as slides, whatever works for you. And that's a really good thing about the Content Sparks materials. It is so flexible. What starts out as a sales page piece of copy actually turns into a sales page video, and then you do it as a live stream, and before you know it, you've got it as a video on YouTube, and then you share it several times on LinkedIn, and you're driving traffic in a circle back to your opt-in, back to your sales pages. It's incredible content.
And I'm just gonna pull that up. Oh, I put the URL down there again. Okay.
Yep.
So the URL is there. And I've already gotten a few people who have come back and bought it right away this morning and just said, oh my God, this is so great. Thank you so much. This works with other stuff that I already have, and going to put it all together into a program. So look out also for what you already have, but what's on that next page, which I can show you. So after you add it to your cart, you'll see this page. So look at it on there because that has the upgrade pack and talks about the upgrade bonus, which there's a second bonus, some social media images in Canva that are really easy to edit. And then there's a couple discounts on list building lead magnets and our low content product bootcamp, which we talked about earlier, which is great for information on how to create a low content product, which could be a low ticket offer or could be put together as a core offer when you have a bunch of them. So that's a really useful thing. And remember also, if your people do not have a core offer, we have a lot of programs on that to help them create something larger. So this is great for that low ticket one, getting people onto your buyers list, not just having a whole big list of people who are only going to be downloading free content. I love giving free content, but I have made that mistake myself in the past where I give so much free content that nobody buys anything. So there is that balance. I know a lot of people worry, oh, how much stuff should I give away for free versus paid? This is that in between, the low ticket. So you give the stuff away for free that gives them that initial taste. Then you offer them something low ticket, which gives them lots of value. It gets them to be making that first small incremental decision to buy. And you know that they're interested in your stuff. And then you nurture those relationships and focus your time and effort. And you get to know them better. You get to know what they want. You can deliver more of the right content to them. Personalizing your content is more important than ever when there's so many people out there and so much competition. And we have one last question before I just close out. Queen Bee's just added in, I bought the SEO class and next level website content this month. Woohoo! What will you suggest to use in low ticket offers? Of those two, there are two separate things that you can use, but Sarah, I'm going to let you address that because I know you have those and you use them. And the SEO, though, I do mention somewhere that works really well with this because it's going to help you optimize and drive traffic to your low ticket offers page or your lead magnet page as well. And the next level website content can do the same thing. But Sarah, you add your bits.
Right. If this was me, and I've got both of these programs, and they are both fantastic programs, and again, they both fit in really well together. So what I would suggest that you do is, with the SEO class, if you got the early bird bonus and the challenge, I would record the challenge, expand upon it slightly, not too much, just slightly, and then sell that as a low ticket offer at, say, $17. Yeah. The upsell is the SEO masterclass, and the downsell is the next level website content, because if they're optimizing their site, they're going to need to change the way they think about content. So that would be the challenge expanded slightly, but not a lot. You don't have to do a lot of work on it. And I would sell that as a $17 low ticket offer. The SEO masterclass as the core product at $99 or maybe $197. Actually, I think I'd possibly go a bit more because that is so powerful. You're going to change so many people's lives with that when they finally click, and how it's not that complicated and they can have a website that works. And then the downsell would be next level website at, say, 47 or 49. So that makes a nice funnel there. And with the low ticket offers, I think if you go through it yourself, you'll see how what I've just suggested all flows nicely.
That would be a way for you to set up your own low ticket offer. If you want to be teaching people the three things, you would, which is, I assume, the other sort of the question you're asking too. So the question is how they fit together. I would see the SEO and the next level website content as something that would follow the low ticket offers course, because you've set up your low ticket funnel, you need to fill it and get more people. So in that case, you would move on and do a next level of, they've set up their funnel. Now, how do they get people into it? Well, SEO helps, having that blog, you can combine with some of the blogging content and that next level website content. So that's the reverse. One is you using it for your own low ticket funnel, and the other is teaching people using that content. I hope that's clear. It's always tough when we think about it, because we're always thinking about how can you use it to learn, and then how can you use it to teach other people.
William, it's always delivered by email. If you do a search for Content Sparks, you will find it. I do a search for challenge. For some reason, the challenge always ends up in my spam folder, but nothing else does. So if I'm losing it, I just do a search for challenge, and there it is.
It's really sad. And if you don't see it, then just send an email to support@contentsparks.com. And Fiona will make sure you're set up, and I'll then check in my active campaign backend, because once in a while what happens is if your email has ever bounced in the past in active campaign, in the automations it won't deliver an email. Or if for some reason you unsubscribed, why would you do that, to my list? To like the customers list or anything, then obviously if you unsubscribed, you're not going to get the email with the bonus. So that's something I can check. So look in your email first, because it would have gone out, and then if you don't see it, send that email to support@contentsparks.com. Okay, and that's it. I think that's it. Did I miss anything else? Yes. Okay. We covered everything. There is the URL, contentsparks.com/low ticket offers. And I'm looking forward to hearing what you think and what you do with the new course. All right. So take care, everybody. And I'm looking forward to seeing what you do. Bye-bye now.